today. It's a great day for the College of Business, the David F. Rankin College of Business. It's a great day for our faculty and staff in this college, and it's a great day for our students, folks, very much so. Today, we are not just honoring the legacy of one person, although we are. Dr. David Rankin has left quite a legacy here on this campus, and literally in this region of the state, and we see that every single day. But today we are also celebrating the collaboration of so many people that made this day possible. Many of those people are on this wall, and many of those people are in this room today. But you'll also notice, if you walk around campus, that many of the same names that are on this wall are on other walls as well. There's so much love and loyalty on this campus for so many things that are happening here. I remember like Josh said, about 20 months ago, we surprised Dr. and Miss Rankin at a banquet. It was 20 months ago, it really was. With the naming of the College of Business in his honor. And I tell you, we sought and we were pursuing a goal of $1 million to endow this college. And I'm happy to tell you that today we have raised now over $921,000 for this college. So, Dr. Rankin, we're almost there. We're that close. And I will say that's an initial goal, okay? That's just the first goal, so more coming. I want to thank so many people today. I want to thank Josh and his development foundation staff for all they have done over these many months. I want to thank each and every person that came today. I want to thank Robbie Nash and the physical plant team who worked on this so diligently, and Jasper Lewis who came before. I want to thank the faculty and staff of the College of Business who worked diligently to spruce up this wonderful lobby. It's going to be such a wonderful thing for our students. And if you get a chance to go down and see the new student lounge that has been refurbished, it's been absolutely incredible. And Dr. Lisa Thomas for her leadership as well. I also want to tell you, and let you know a little secret, okay? A little secret. The secret is, before this semester ends, you're going to hear some other great news to benefit the College of Business. But I can't tell you about it. I have to kill you. Okay? Seriously, it's going to be some tremendous news. And so stay tuned for that. So without further ado, I'm going to ask Dr. Rankin and Miss Rankin to come up, if you will, stand on either side, and give a tug to 1, 2, 3.
As Dr. Berry stated, through the kindness of many alumni, friends, faculty, and staff, the Rankin College of Business Endowment will not only honor a great leader, but also impact future generations of students through providing annual resources to fund scholarships, classroom enrichment, and student travel. To share more about the significance of this endowment, it's my pleasure to introduce the Rankin College of Business Dean, Dr. Lisa Thomas.
Who made it possible to have this recognition service today. It was one of my goals when I took over as dean for the college to be named. And couldn't think of a better person for it to be named after. The amount of income that comes from this particular endowment will help us do what we do best. My faculty and I often have conversations. We have the best job in the world. We change lives. Think about that. We have students who come here, literally, folks, they have nothing. And they come on a scholarship that's endowed by you. And they come and they sit in the classrooms of faculty scope of that, so that we can once again take students to places where we got to go, Dr. Rankin, like New York City and Washington, D.C. and Chicago, because the more they see, the more they understand their opportunities and their capabilities. I didn't think anybody from SAU could do something like that. I never dreamed they could have a job like that. But now I realize it's a possibility. We also hope to develop a study abroad program that benefits students in preparing for careers in this global economy. In recent years, the Rankin College of Business has partnered with the University of Arkansas and gone to Costa Rica a few times. We want to broaden the scope of that. We'd love to develop partnerships with schools in Europe and in Asia that will enable our students to go and study for a week or for a month or for a year or a semester, whatever's available. Most of our students can't do that for financial reasons, and we'd like to change that. Okay, this is new to the faculty. This was an idea that I had this morning. But I think they'll like it because they care for our students. We would like to set up a fund, I would like to set up a fund that can help students in times of dire financial emergencies. Most of our students have jobs, and many of them help support their families while they're trying to better their lives. Occasionally, we have students who withdraw from the university for financial reasons, or they drop classes because they have to work more hours. An amount that would seem small to us would make a dramatic difference in their lives. And I think that's something that would be very beneficial to many of our students. Also, the key to a high-quality business education is always the faculty. And these funds and other generous donations that have been made in the past will fund research activities that do require additional databases and more surveys and opportunities for travel. It will also allow our faculty to travel to conferences to present their research and exchange ideas with others in their disciplines, and provide opportunities for professional development as our disciplines change as quickly as this world is changing. Just an example, my son is in marketing. He comes home and tells me about things he's doing that I don't know what he's talking about. And I have a doctorate in marketing. And it's time. It's time for some of us to look outward and see what else do we need to learn to be more effective. And these funds will allow us to do that. Finally, we owe it to our students to provide the most up-to-date technology and facilities needed to prepare them for their careers. In the last few years, we've been able to join the SAP University Alliance that enables us to educate our students on a system that touches over 80% of the world's transactions. We think if 80% of the world's transactions are touched by SAP, our students ought to know something about it. There are other more specific softwares and systems that are discipline-specific, and we want to make sure that our students are familiar with those and capable in dealing with those for their specific disciplines. Now we'll be able to explore those options. These are just a few ideas that we have in continuing to improve the RCB. Did I get that? RCB? Okay. That's what we are. Rankin College Business. And what a joy it will be to have the ability to be creative and find ways to complete our mission of changing lives. Thank you.
When visiting with alumni, we often hear stories of those who have influenced their lives while at SAU. The success of this effort is a great reflection of the impact that Dr. Rankin has made in the lives of his former students. I'm honored to introduce our honoree of the Rankin College of Business, Dr. David Rankin.
Thank you, Judge. I'm overwhelmed. Thank you all for being here. On behalf of Tony and myself, I have to share this moment of history. Tony and I walked on the campus in 1968, and my little office there was in Jackson Hall. No longer exists. If you walk out in front of the Hardin Theater, you look down in the plaza there, you'll see the picture of Old Main and Jackson and Prairie and the others, and you'll see Jackson Hall, where we started out. Many of you are here today that are familiar with that. And from there, I remember one time we decided, the instigation of one of our faculty members, to go over to see Dr. Bruce and see if we could get Peace Hall. Because the library some in Peace Hall. And then this beautiful building was built in the summer of 1993. And we moved here, and the program really began to take off and move and develop, and develop character and stature and be recognized around the state and even much beyond. And then the accreditation effort that started in the fall of 1994, when we made a faculty and staff at that time, many of whom were here, made the determination we wanted to do whatever it took to get ACSB international accreditation. By the way, that's the top accrediting agency in the world for programs of business. And we started that in 1994, and you know when it was completed? 2005. We had set a three-year goal, and then 11 years later, with the leadership of many people who are right here in this room, we got that accomplished. And then later on, master's accreditation, accreditation of the master's program. So now we're AACSB master's level accredited program. We can stand within the programs around the world with that type of stamp of excellence. And so all of the effort that went into that, all of the faculty and the staff and the donors and the alumni, all of you who have done so much to bring us to this point. Because it's not just one person, it's not just a few people, but it's all of you who have helped make this happen. And I think the future is very, very bright. I want to thank all of the donors. I mean, this is amazing to raise this kind of money. And it's been mentioned, it would be great to move this on from $1 million to $2 million to $2.5 million. It will make all the difference in the world in terms of this ability of this program. And all of these faculty and staff offer a top-notch program for all of our students who come into the future. So it's an exciting thing. Thank you for everything that you have done. Former students who promote the College of Business, donors who promote the College of Business, Board of Trustees, administration, all of the leadership that's necessary for us to get to this particular point, I think is tremendous. The future is very bright. The future is very bright. This is a fabulous program. So many of you have been a part of it when we started. We didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. We couldn't travel to Waldo